Is it that you're angry at? You're angry at those that played the game.
Every fucking body! Fucking liars in this fucking hole!
Soma, can we sit down?
Please, if you watch Soma during his season, I really want to know if the way he's reacting currently in the All-Stars is actually the way he reacted during his own season. I didn't watch that season, so I can't really compare and say, okay, well, this is Soma's behavior, or maybe he's suffering from PTSD. I can't really say. But since I can't say that, I'm going to be judging Soma based on this All-Stars. And I believe that every other person in the house currently now have like maybe a different personality from when they actually came into the game. So let's talk about Soma as at today. Let's talk about Soma as an all-star right now. And I'm going to be saying this based on giving everybody a level playing field. Yes, Soma might be suffering from PTSD, but as far as it has not been revealed to us, we've not seen any of his friends or family members coming out to say, okay, Soma is actually suffering from this. I'm going to say this is going to be a level playing ground. I'm just going to give my judgment. I'm going to say how I feel about Soma at this point in time. And I have to conclude right now that Soma is the most selfish, self-centered, greedy person I have ever seen in this life. Like, how can one person be this selfish? How can one person be this greedy? I don't really understand. So I'm going to be giving you my reasons. Yes, I have my reasons. I'm not just coming out here to say, okay, or to give my judgment. I'm not just judging him based on, okay, I'm judging him based on his own actions, not even based on the game, but by his own actions. Soma actually shot himself on the foot, betrayed other people, and now that he has been betrayed, will I even say he was betrayed? Because one, he was never promised anything. He betrayed other people. You have an agreement with someone or with a group of people, and then you go ahead and tell the opponent, and then you now feel that it will not be thrown at you. No, now it's not possible. Life does not work that way. So I'm going to be giving you my reasons why I think that Soma is a very selfish person. So welcome to my YouTube channel. Please kindly subscribe, hit the bell button, and also let me know in the comment section what you think about this whole conversation in regards to Soma. So from week 1, we saw Soma actually giving us the whole headline of, oh, he was evicted the first week and all of that. And because of that whole story, or that whole narration telling the housemate, trying to get sympathy from the housemates, he got a pardon me, or he was given an immunity by I think it was Adekunle. Yes, by Adekunle. Adekunle gave him that immunity based on, okay, since you were here the first time and this is the first week, let me give you this immunity so that you will not actually be leaving the house for the first time again, like being the first housemate to leave again in this season. Adekunle gave him that. The second week came, and we now see Soma again coming out with that same narrative of, he was evicted the first week, he still wants to stay longer in the house. And pardon me came, the house came together and gave him this immunity. Bear in mind that the first week there was no eviction, but the second week we saw that Princess actually left. Princess left the house. She was actually the first housemate to leave the house in the All-Stars. During her own season, she was actually the first again to leave the house. So I wonder what Soma is actually thinking. Someone else that was like you in this same condition with you was actually putting herself together. She did not give us that whole bullshit of, oh, I have been here before, I left the first week. She was strong for herself. She was strong for herself, and she got evicted and she took it wholeheartedly. And now the third week came. We saw Soma kind of a little bit calm, but at the same time not calm. We see Soma going ahead with that same line of, oh, I was the first person to leave in my set, and I do not want to leave again this time around. That whole thing, yes, he got the pity party vote. Yes, people came out to vote for him and all of that. But after that whole nomination, we saw Soma having a breakdown, a total breakdown. He started crying again. And in my head, I'm also wondering, okay, I've heard you. Like, what exactly is this? And then this week, it's even this week's own self that made me say, you know what, this guy, I am done with you. I am done with this strategy, because it is very obvious that this is a strategy. You cannot tell me anything. Like, this is a strategy Soma is actually putting up to get pity votes. To get pity votes from his housemates, to get pity votes from we the fans. And we can actually see through this. You cannot come on national TV and every time you're being nominated, you keep crying. Don't you know that you're in the game? Is this your father's house? Do you think you keep getting immunity every week? How about others? Why exactly are you crying? Other housemates have not gotten immunity. We just have like 2 housemates that have gotten immunity so far. So do you want to still be the same person that will get immunity? If this is not selfishness, tell me what it is. Like, what exactly is wrong with Soma? Can't he talk to himself? Now, let's go to the aspect of being greedy and how he shot himself in the foot. First and foremost, he was in the camp of what's his name, of Pere and what's his name again, Kidwire. He was in that camp, and they all had an agreement that, okay, you know what? Let us pour the sand into Adekunle's container so that this camp, because right now the house is actually divided into camps. We have Paris camp, we have the Pepperdine camp, that is Mercy's camp. So we now see these housemates coming together in their various camps, trying to actually strategize on how their own camp will get to win. So going to Paris camp, the agreement is that what they will do is they will allow, or they will pour sand into Adekunle's bowl so that his own will actually fall down first. That's the agreement. And then the pardon me will actually go to Tolani Badge. He became very aggressive. He did not even agree with that whole agreement that no, he has to be the one. Bear in mind that this guy has been given 2 immunities straight. Like, first week he was given an immunity, second week he was given an immunity. How can one be selfish? How can only just one person be selfish at the same time? He said no, that he cannot do this to Adekunle, that he owes Adekunle loyalty based on the fact that Adekunle gave him immunity in the first week. Understandable. I understood that part. Yes, you did well by that. But where I have a problem with Soma is that after this whole thing was agreed upon, we now see Soma going to go and meet the opposite camp and telling them exactly what the parents' camp had agreed on. Like, how? You cannot be a snitch and expect that they will not snitch on you. It is not possible. It doesn't work that way. So you now went to snitch and then you expect that people will obey you or people will respect you. No, people are already seeing through you. And that is what people do not realize in this life. When you snitch on others, definitely they will snitch on you. Like, it's that simple. You're not going to tell the Pepperdine gang exactly what Paris gang had actually agreed upon. And because of that, we now see Paris white Pepperdine gang trying to see what they can do, re-strategizing to see how they can actually pull down Perry. At the end of the day, that was what they did. All of them now had to go towards Perry's container and pulled Perry's container down, which actually caused a lot of chaos in the house. I did a video about that last night, so you can go check it out. So after that, we now see Soma trying to indirectly sell himself that, oh, the pardon me should go to him. See how selfish he is. This guy got immunity the first week. This guy got pardon me the second week. And now the fourth week, you now want to actually get another pardon me. Meanwhile, you have over 8, or currently now we have over 16 housemates that have not gotten this pardon me. Like, how selfish can one person be? You didn't even think about others that are actually in that group that have not gotten this immunity. He didn't even think about that. What he felt is, oh, since he has brought an information to them, then they should be loyal to him. Anything he wants, they should give it to him. When I saw that whole plan, I was like, this guy is just sick upstairs. Nobody can say anything else. I'm sorry if I'm cussing out, but it's really, really annoying because day to day, we see human beings like this actually display some sort of stupidity. Yes, we see human beings like this trying to outsmart other people. These things happen in real life. You're trying to outsmart other people, not knowing that you're outsmarting yourself, you're shooting yourself in the leg. And that's the same case we saw in Soma. Even his so-called girlfriend, Angel, could see through him. I wonder why Angel couldn't even call him out to his bullshit, saying, guy, you were given immunity, you were given pardon me, allow others, even me that's your girlfriend. Have I been given any of this? Angel should have been very blunt with him. And then when time for pardon me now came, the housemates, Doyin actually won the pardon me, and then we now see Soma going all out, breaking down all out. When I was just watching it, I was just saying in my head, I'm going to be very frank with you people. Like, I felt like I should go into the screen, bring Soma out, and give him a dirty slap. I'm going to be very honest with you. Because it was not making any sort of sense. He was beating himself up, saying that he was betrayed. First and foremost, you betrayed yourself. You had an agreement with someone, and then you now went behind to snitch on them, and you think it will go in your favor. It's not possible. It is not just for, it doesn't work like that. Life is not like that. Life is not like that. You reap what you sow. So I do not even understand why someone was saying he was betrayed. Because the pepper then can't need to even tell him that they were going to give it to him. They pardoned me. It was obvious that they said it proper and plain. They agreed that it was Doyin they were going to give it to. So where is he getting the betrayal from? Who betrayed him? He betrayed himself. From Perez gang, he betrayed himself. From Pepper Den gang, he betrayed himself because nobody actually promised him pardon me. So I wonder why he was just going all about beating himself up, crying, oh, I'll break something. In my head, I'm like, please break something and go home. That was what I was just saying. Please break something and go, but please don't break Angel's head for us. But you can break any other thing and please just go home. It was really, really annoying to see. It was annoying and irritating to watch. Like, excuse me, this is a game. See, I'm really, really pissed. You can imagine how pissed I am now. This is after I've slept and I've woken up. You can imagine now how pissed I was when I was watching this. So let me know in the comment section what you really think about Soma's behavior. As for me, it's strategy, and that strategy is no longer working. We can see through it, we can read through it. If he's tired of staying in the house, please can he pack his bag and leave? Like, we'll seriously appreciate it. Because come to even think of it, somebody's not even giving us anything tangible. Even yesterday when he was disqualified, the housemates, he told the Big Brother told the housemates to get into the house. We see Soma trying to, even the ninja was telling Soma to go inside. We see Soma standing in the arena alone. Next thing he now said is, Big Brother, I was not the only one that dropped the box. And Big Brother said, who else dropped the box? He now said Messi. But he was the first person that actually dropped Messi's box. He was the first person. I watched it clearly. I had to even rewind to be very sure of who dropped the box first. He dropped the box first. And now after he was disqualified, he now wants to show us, oh, Big Brother this. Futuma, I'm done with you at this point in time. So please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll see you in my next video, and bye.